pro, Tom Winston. She and Hanks were having an affair while she was still married to Winston. Yesterday, Hanks returned home after uncharacteristically missing the cut at a tournament in Dallas. His story is that he found his wife in their bed, dead of a gunshot wound to the head. He called 911. The police found a handgun near the bed that had Hanks's fingerprints on it and charged him with murder. He was referred to you by his personal attorney, Earl Potter, who, as you know, doesn't do criminal work. Hanks is a relatively successful tour player, earning on average of a little over $1.5 million a year since getting his card, so he can afford representation. Precious little information, Eagle thought, but it was a start. He looked up to see a young man being escorted into the room, and he waited while he was unshackled. He was maybe 6'1", 170, tanned and freckled, with a mop of sun-bleached hair that reminded Eagle of a younger Jack Nicklaus. Hanks stuck out his hand. "I'm Tip Hanks, Mr. Eagle," he said, and his handshake was cool, dry, and firm. Eagle shook the hand. "Call me Ed," he said, "and have a seat." "Earl Potter speaks highly of you," Hanks said. "Earl's a good lawyer and a good fellow," Eagle replied. "Tell me how you ended up in here, and please remember, everything you say to me is privileged. That is, I can't disclose what you say to anyone, and no court can force me to do so unless I believe you intend to commit a crime, in which case I'm bound to report that to the court." "Earl has already explained that to me," Hanks replied. "I'd like you to represent me if you're available." "Did Earl also explain that if you admit guilt to me, I can't put you on the stand to testify that you're innocent?" "He did, and I understand that too. For the record, I'm not going to admit guilt because I'm completely innocent of killing my wife. Will you represent me?" "Tell me what happened this morning, and then we'll talk about representation." "I played in a charity tournament in Dallas, starting with the Pro-Am on Wednesday. I played badly, and I missed the cut. Do you know what that means?" "Yes, I'm a golfer." "I had planned to fly home yesterday, but I had a couple of drinks with two other guys who also missed the cut, and that turned into an early dinner. We finished about 7, and I went to my room, called my wife, and told her I'd be home around noon today. Then I got into bed and turned on the TV. I woke up about 3 a.m. with the TV on, and I couldn't get back to sleep. Finally, around 4 a.m., I got up, got dressed, and went to the airport." "Which airport?" "Love Field." "Which FBO?" "Vitesse." "I don't know it," Eagle said. "I usually fly into Signature." "You'll save money on fuel by going to Vitesse." "What do you fly?" "A Piper Meridian." This was a single-engine turboprop, similar to the jet prop Eagle had once owned. "What time did you take off?" "About 5:20. I was lucky with the winds, and I landed in Santa Fe at 8:15. My car was there, and I got home about 8:40. "Did you notice anything unusual when you arrived?" "No. Everything was normal, except my wife had been shot in the bed. She still had a pulse, but she had taken a bullet to the right temple, and it seemed obvious that she wasn't going to live long. I called 911, and it took the ambulance about 8 minutes to get there. Sometime during that 8 minutes, she died." "Was there anything unusual about the bedroom?" "It was pretty neat, and my wife's clothes were on a chair." "Was that where she usually left them when you went to bed?" "No, she has a dressing room, and she undresses in there, unless we're in a hurry." "I understand." "Something else. She was on my side of the bed. I always sleep on the left side, and she sleeps on the right, even when I'm away." "Had both sides been slept on?" Eagle asked. "Yes." "Do you think she started sleeping on her usual side, then shifted to your side?" "I've never known her to do that," Hanks replied. "Did you see the gun?" "Yes, it was on the floor beside the bed, and the bedside table drawer was not quite closed. That's where I keep the gun." "Did your wife know it was there?" "Yes, and she knew how to